So our next speaker, Barbara Breslin, the Acting Division Administrator for FHWA office here, or West Virginia Division.
As Matt mentioned, I am the Acting Division Administrator here in the West Virginia Federal Highway Office. I've been with Federal Highways for 18 years. I've been in West Virginia just a year, so I don't have an accent, you'll notice. Prior to coming to West Virginia, I was in the Rhode Island and the Connecticut Division offices. There I was involved a lot in research, in particular the New England Consortium, which was a group of researchers from all the New England states that did a lot of work in the pavement area. So I'm pretty familiar with some of the hot mix asphalt research that's gone on and things like that. I'm going to kind of take us up a notch to the national level. And Travis gave you a lot on West Virginia, and I think that was really good. But in June of 2018, the Federal Highway Administration released its 2019 through 2022 strategic plan. And this plan was developed in keeping with U.S. DOT Secretary Elaine Chao's goals and objectives. And I'd like to briefly just talk about the 4 goals that the U.S. DOT has, and then the work you folks do that's helping us to reach those goals. The first goal, and one that has been Federal Highway's Northern Star for many years, is safety. The goal is to reduce transportation-related fatalities and serious injuries across the transportation system. Obviously, improving our pavements, filling in those potholes so folks aren't hitting into them and going off the roads, is as simple as that, as advanced as laying high-friction asphalt. Surface treatments on our rural roads here in West Virginia. We have a lot of rural roads, obviously, and that's a good way to provide some safety, keep those run-off-the-road accidents from happening. The second goal is infrastructure. That goal states it was to invest in infrastructure to ensure mobility and accessibility and to stimulate economic growth, productivity, and competitiveness for American workers and businesses. That's a lot. Here, really what we're talking about is a performance-based program. This leads to better conditions and more efficient operations. The use of asset management, you folks that are in pavements, I'm sure you've been called on to help out with the asset management plans and providing a lot of the important data that we need for those. You want to be able to make decisions on the application of the right pavement preservation techniques at the right time that allows us to spend our funding in a more efficient and effective manner. Whether it's to apply chip seal, or do a mill and fill, or go to a full depth reconstruction. So the information that you all collect, the data you collect, the preservation techniques you talk about help us to make those decisions. The third goal is innovation. We want to lead in the development and deployment of innovation practices and technologies to improve safety and performance of the nation's transportation system. Looking through your agenda for this conference, I obviously could see many examples of how through pavement-based research and accelerating the development and deployment of promising innovative technologies and practices, you all are certainly contributing to our ability to meet that goal. The final goal is accountability. And this goal, we want to serve the nation with reduced regulatory burden and greater efficiency, effectiveness, and accountability. Here, I think the acceleration of all phases of project delivery is what's important. We want to stimulate the innovation and reduce administrative burdens. Some of the new contracting methods that you all may be using to get out your pavement projects in a more timely manner. You want to get out on those roads, get the projects fixed, and get back off the roads. And that also obviously adds to our safety issue. In closing, I'd like to thank all of you for your dedication to your craft and invite you to enjoy the next couple of days here at the conference, learning from each other and hopefully bringing back to your states a new idea or two. Thank you.
The preceding was produced by the National Center for Pavement Preservation. More information can be found on the web at pavementpreservation.org. Additional support provided by Michigan State University.